Hey guys, what's up? So, it is a Friday, and Gia was like, I'm gonna post my video today, so I was like, well, I'm gonna post my videos too. So I have one that's already up, which is the Tangorra tag, and this one, she's doing the how I became a Tangorra, but my story is like really short. Like, I found him on the side toolbar and started watching his videos and fell in love with him. Yeah, that couldn't make that into a 4-minute video. So I decided to do my experience with meeting Nick for the first time. Which, even though I've been a fangirl for 2 years, it's my first time meeting him last month. So, not 2 years, hold on. My 2-year anniversary is in August. Don't know what I'm talking about. But otherwise, I'm going to tell you exactly what went on at Police Law. Okay, so the first time I met Nick was when I was going to, like, there's this big expo hall at Playlist. This is where the expo, Gibson stages, the Gibson stage, like, guitar thing, and like the bouncy hitty thing, the doodle. Yeah, I don't know the name of it. The jousting thing. So I was like walking in there to look at the district line shirts and be like, ooh, which one should I? And then I turn over and I see a guy in a white suit. I'm like, well. And then I looked closer and I saw it was Nick. And he was walking around with Rafe. I don't know where Will was at the time because he's eating. I mean, that's a normal thing for Will to do. But yeah, so he was like walking down, and so I was like, and I had like the biggest, goofiest smile on my face. And Nick was like, and I was like, oh my god. So I was like, I went back and I was like, kept walking out to be normal around. Ugh. And so I turned around at like the exact same time Nick turned around. And he was like, wait, he said wait to Rafe, and he came back over and hugged me. And was like, you're a Tangorra, and I'm like, yeah. And he was like, are you gonna come to our show? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, you promise? I'm like, yeah, I promise I'll be there. And so that was the first time I met him, and so I was shaking up when I saw him. And then so I went at the stage at 4:30 to see if he'd be there before, and he was. So he was sort of hanging out. He was like meeting people, and I was like, can I have a picture? He was like, yeah, sure. So like, we took a picture. And so I was waiting, and their set got delayed because the drums weren't down there yet for Rafe. So we were just sort of like chilling. Nick was meeting people. So Will came over, and Will was like, hey, and I was like, hey, Will. And so we took a picture, and we were talking about like different apps that you make to make a collage of the pictures of me and him and Rafe and all them. And then I met Rafe, and I took a picture, and he told me to make a collage as well and put it on Instagram, so he liked my picture, which he did. And so, this is going to be a really long video. Sorry, guys. I'm just really excited about this. But, yeah. So, Nick finally came down to our area, and he was like, hey, you came? And I was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, I got to tell you something. And he was like, yeah, sure, shoot. And so I told him stuff about me, and he was like, well, just a few stuff. He was like, oh my god, I love you so much. Please don't do that stuff anymore. I really care about you. You seem really amazing, and stay strong. If you ever do that again, I'll hit you. And he was like, and then he walked away and made me laugh. And so I literally started crying as soon as he walked away. And then on stage, he like made goofy faces at me, and I was like, besides the Misfit Twits, there was probably like 2 other Tangorras. And so we all got to hang out with Nick afterwards, and it was just amazing, and I'm so happy. And the next day, or that night, I went home and went to the hotel. I did something I shouldn't have, and I felt really guilty about it because I promised Nick I wouldn't. And so then, the next day, I wrote this long letter during the O2L meetup, waiting to Nick explain what truly I was going through. And so I gave it to him the next day when I saw him again, because he wasn't performing again, he was leaving, and I was like, I had to find him and I have to talk to him. And so I gave him he was like, do you want me to read it now? And I was like, no. Well, I mean, sure, I guess. And so he read it. I was trying not to cry, and he came up to me and he gave me the biggest hug and pulled me away from the group. And he literally gave me so much good advice, and we just got to talk for like 15 minutes. probably the best 15 minutes of my life. And it was just amazing, like having a hero that truly wants to talk to you and truly wants help and doesn't just go like, yeah, stay strong and just that. But he really truly had a conversation with me, and he was like, I'm really counting on you to stay strong because you're one of my favorite Tangorras. And I was like, oh my, I'll try, I'll promise. And he was like, do you really promise? I'm like, yeah, I promise. And so ever since then, I have been clean. I haven't cut at all. I've been tempted, but I haven't. And it's just truly amazing. I feel really proud of myself. And I know Nick mentions me sometimes. We still talk. Will and I got closer. He knows me like 6 times since playlist. And Rafe has retweeted me like 4. So, and Nick DM'd me calling me babe. And he DM'd me 5 times in a row telling me to stay strong. And it was like this whole like long speech thing that he gave me. So that was really amazing. I might put pictures of the tweets here. I don't even know how to do that, so maybe I won't, maybe I will. If I get it figured out, it'll be there. But yeah, that's my first time meeting Nick. Hope it won't be the last, because Will tweeted that they might be coming to Virginia soon, so I will be here for that. I hope I get to meet some new Tangorra friends. And yes, so I love you all. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you like my experience meeting Nick and the Bear. I love you and hope you love me. And subscribe to Tangorra Twins in action.
I'm in a speedo trying to tan my cheeks, what? I wanna pass the beach. I'm in a speedo trying to tan my cheeks, what?